And we are live. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Or shall I say, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is I, PG, with Unapologetic Tea Time, and I am your host for this morning. Hopefully, you're all doing wonderful. Some of you are in bed, sound asleep, fast asleep. Some of you are coming in from work, coming in from who knows, and whatever you've been doing doesn't matter to me. Hopefully, you are safe and sound. As you see, boys and girls, ladies and gents, by the title, you can pretty much tell what this show is going to be about today. Yes, indeedy reedy. You can pretty much tell, again, what it's going to be about today. Anyway, with all of that being said, you guys, I'm going to get right into some things. Certainly right into some things. The title of it is Thugs Are the New Human Pandemic for 2021. It's my opinion. As you know, you are listening to Unapologetic Tea Time with your host, PG, that is me, and I go off of my views and my opinions, and if I have other information that I share with you, I always will cite the source. And of course, the sources vary from time to time. However, with that being said, I want to get right into a topic that has been increasingly difficult to discuss over the last few years, shall I say, and that is the topic, of course, of gun violence and the thugs and drugs and you name it, it's happening. We're still battling a pandemic. We're still in the midst of trying to get people vaccinated, still trying to make appointments to get vaccinations for this deadly outbreak of the COVID-19 virus. And now it has mutated and we have lots of variants out and about amongst us that we have to try to combat with our normal mitigation procedures, which is social distancing, wearing our masks, washing our hands, and just kind of giving some food for thought and trying to do what you feel is the best for you to keep yourself, your family, your friends, your workplace, and your homes safe as possible. This is not over. The light is at the end of the tunnel. It is shining brightly, but we have quite a ways to go, y'all, before this is over. And unfortunately, we have another pandemic, or let's say an epidemic, on our hands, and that is the sheer amount of gun violence and the amount of deaths and mayhem that this is causing across our nation, whether it be incidental, whether it be means that we're protecting ourselves against other people that are doing violent things to us or trying to. Also, some things are unfortunately suicidal, and a lot of it is, unfortunately, of course, homicidal also. So with that being said, y'all, the reason I titled this vlog slash podcast the way that I did is because I want to kind of grab you. I want those words to kind of sink in and resonate a little bit. And I want you to kind of marinate on some things, because it's going to take not just myself. It's not going to take just a star or two that's speaking out against gun violence. It's not going to just take the president and vice president of the United States of America to help curtail this. It's going to take each and every one of us who lives in our communities, our suburbs, our townships, and wherever we reside. It's going to take each individual person and companies as well as our neighbors, families, and friends to speak up and speak out. Because unfortunately, the thugs are doing the most. You have young kids, teenagers, young folks committing all of this crime. And it's sad. You know, we say, and I'm talking to my black folks right now. We say Black Lives Matter. But why aren't we mad about the sheer amount of black on black crime and the sheer amount of gun violence in our communities? Yes, people of other ethnicities commit gun violence and violence all the time, but not in the amount that we do, and not in the amount that's always broadcast in our face in the news media, published in the newspapers, articles in the newspaper, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, you name it. I mean, we're involved in it. Where are our foot soldiers? Where are our leaders? Where are our people who always voicing their disgust and always holding our elected officials' feet to the fire when it comes to crimes that are committed, just sheer murders that are committed on black males and black women from the sheriff's departments, police departments, other law enforcement agencies, and what have you? Where are you all when it comes to us committing these heinous crimes upon each other? Why aren't you speaking out against that? Why aren't you taking it to the streets? Because truly, we're taking our own lives in our own communities faster than law enforcement is any day of the week. Why aren't we speaking out against that? Why aren't we taking it to the streets and protest against that? These senseless, violent acts of, gun violence and killings and shootings, senseless murders of young children, young adults, young women. There's a woman, a pastor's daughter down in Alabama. On Easter Sunday, they murdered this lady, 30-some years old, young woman, helping serve the community, putting out eggs for an Easter egg hunt. And these thugs shot this and killed this woman for no reason at all. We have young thugs that are out here that are committing crime just to get involved in a gang or some type of initiation. You got gangs even at universities. You got gangs at HBCUs. You have gangs literally in colleges and universities that you wouldn't even think of. There's gangs now that have infiltrated the universities and colleges, those campuses, high schools, middle schools. You got kids, you got young folks on pills, popping pills, doing the most. You don't want to work. You murder people. You want to carjack somebody. In New Orleans, near and dear to my heart. Louisiana, home for me. In the east of New Orleans, otherwise known as still the Ninth Ward, you got motherfuckers going around robbing people. Young people, old people, they trying to get gas at the motherfucking gas station, y'all. And you nasty thug motherfuckers out here gang banging and fucking putting guns in people's faces while they trying to pump some fucking gas at the gas station. And it's a shame, but I'm sorry. When I roll up to the station, I get out my shit. I don't pay at the pump. Okay, for the skimmers and the scammers that's out, the skimmers that are on top of the pumps and shit where you slide your card. I walk my ass inside and I pay for my gasoline and I come back out. But I'm armed. I'm armed. And I shouldn't have to worry about, let me get my pistol, make sure I got it in my hand. While I'm pumping gas, I got gas pumping one hand and fucking my hand on the pistol, in the other hand's on the pistol. Doesn't make any fucking sense. But it ain't no joke out here, y'all. This is the fucking world we're living in. Where are our people that need to speak up and speak out about this? This is a fucking pandemic in itself, a human pandemic at epic proportion. We're killing up each other. It's like the motherfucking Wild Wild West. When's this gonna end? How are we going to become, or have we become numb? But we're not numb as soon as a cop pops somebody. And I'm not saying that that's okay, but this isn't okay either. Let's not be hypocritical of, chastising one race, but we need to sweep around our own fucking front door also and clean up this mess that we're in. Senseless. You got young babies going to prison. You got young babies waiting to go to the big boy house. You're not working. You're on drugs. You want to berate somebody who tries their best to be a good role model or be a good citizen, but yet stern. You can't fucking groom a little boy for manhood and make him out to be a fucking softy. I see more young men that behave like little girls. They so fucking feminine until it's unfucking real. I'm like, what the hell? But yet they like girls. I'm like, well, what y'all do together? Y'all play house? Y'all play what, paper dolls? What the fuck? Because I don't see you doing anything masculine. I don't see you doing anything. And I'm not saying that it has to be, all rough and gruff, but damn. You got skin tight jeans on, and then you had the nerve to have the jeans below your ass. I don't understand. What are you doing? Mama, that doesn't look good. Daddy, that doesn't look good. Man in the house, mama's man, or whatever. That doesn't look good. I'm old school. Get a fucking job. Get a skill. You can't lay your funky ass in my house and I not know what the fuck you doing. And you gonna lock your door to my room in my house where I pay the rent or where I pay the mortgage or I'm paying the bills or whatever, and disassociate yourself from the rest of the family or whatever. Oh no. Parents, I need y'all to get it together. I need you to talk to your children. You can't be your child's friend and your child's parent too. You have to be the parent. You have to be the adult. Give some food for thought. And then little Johnny fucking fail in school. Even during a fucking pandemic, this piece of shit failed in school. Okay? Having open notebook tests, not even having the standardized tests and shit. How can you fail? Little Johnny failing, and then you want to go blow up the fucking school because little Johnny failing. You ain't been to the school. Even when the school was open before the pandemic, you didn't go to the school. You didn't attend not one parent-teacher conference. You did not attend one open house. But you bought little Johnny not one pair, but 4 pair of brand new Jordans and Nikes and whatever else from the flea market, or then you made it. You went down there to Foot Locker or whatever and spent your light bill or whatever because little Johnny had to have them motherfuckers for the first day of school. Then he said he wanted another pair. By the time you got your income tax for Black Christmas in January or February, you went back and bought some more. Meanwhile, little Johnny failed in school. Then you want to go cuss the teacher out, cuss the parent out. I mean, the principal out. The assistant principal of instruction, you want to cuss them out. They got it in for your kid. No, your kid got it in for his own self. Your kid just going to school for the fashion show. That's it. Nothing else. But yet you want to ridicule the people, the administrators of a school. This is what happens. This is how gun violence comes into play. See, because then when little Johnny ass get put out of school because he failed so many times, so he can no longer go to school like normal kids and get out at a, some kind of time frame that's conducive to, his age or whatever, his age group. Then they no longer want him. Then what does he do? He lays in bed all day. When you leave, little Johnny goes snoops around the neighborhood and takes people's shit. Does all kind of stuff. Have people all in your house when you're gone and you trying to keep a roof over his head because he won't work. Oh, he only 16. Little Johnny been put out of school about 36 times and got a rap sheet longer than my arm. But he's only 16. Oh, don't talk to him that way because he's sensitive. Sensitive? I beat the shit out of little Johnny. And I'm not trying to talk about abusing your child. But nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned spanking every now and again when they were small, and they doing the most, you tag that ass. See, Lil Johnny is supposed to respect you as the woman of that house, as the person in charge of the house. Lil Johnny call you by your first name. Lil Shalikra or Chakra, she running around, she twerking on Twitter and Instagram while you trying to catch you some Z's because you got to work a double shift tomorrow. Because Lil Chakra gonna turn 16 and she want a sweet 16 birthday party. Meanwhile, Lil Chakra making D's and C's in school. But she know how to do every fucking dance, and she know how to cut off a skirt, make a pair of booty shorts out of a mini skirt and all kind of crazy shit, and put that shit on, and you stay laying in the bed, you sound asleep because you got to go work another double or a triple the next day because you're trying to keep a roof over Chakra and Lil Johnny's head. I understand, mama. I understand that you have to work. I understand. But what I don't understand is how you let your kids just get away from you like weeds, like wild flowers, like just growing wild, like bushes. How do you do that? You just give up and just say, fuck it. Let the chips fall where they may. Where are our people in our communities who will rally up the troops when somebody pops somebody that's black, that's unarmed, which is wrong, you know? This is wrong too. My black kings and queens. This is wrong. For us to keep killing each other senselessly, doing all kinds of craziness. Nobody's saying anything about that though. None whatsoever. Why? Why not? Why not, y'all? You know, I don't have all the answers. I don't. I might have come up with one or two. I'm one fucking person. But this is just unconscionable to me. For the sheer violence, the amount of violence and the amount of gun violence in a 72-hour period. In a 72-hour period, you had hundreds of people. Not 100. Hundreds of people open firing weapons, killings, and you had injuries sustained. All of them didn't die, but a whole lot of them did in a 72-hour period. All across the nation, not just one state, not just two states, not just Alabama, not just the Carolinas, not just Georgia, not just Louisiana, not just Texas, not just Florida. We're talking about Arkansas. We're talking about Chicago. We're talking about New York. We're talking about Arizona. We're talking about Washington. We're talking about Mississippi. All this in 72 hours. 72 hours. When I finish this live, there's a source that I'm citing from that I have put down in the show's notes that you can go to. It's got charts. It's got all kinds of information. It even has like the stats of like where the incidents occurred, what street, how many people died, how many people were just wounded, all kinds of stuff. Very interesting. But what's alarming is the sheer amount of gun violence in a 72-hour period. In a 3-month period, going in a 3-month total period for the year 2021, we have had over 11,000 gun violent attacks. And I just say gun violent attacks. We have had over 11,000 registered offenses that have been committed that they're categorizing as gun violence, including homicides, suicides, domestic violence, people trying to protect themselves, self-defense, and the amount of children from the age 0 to 11, and then go from 12 to 18 that has suffered gun violence, or even worse, death. It's just a sad situation, y'all. When is this going to end? There's no vaccine for this, but there is a cure. But it doesn't start at school. It doesn't start just with the community. It starts at home. Then it branches out into the community where there's programs and there's things that these young folks can get involved in. There's education. And I'm not talking about just ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. I'm talking about there's education for young parents. There's education for parents, period, to help better educate their young children and their teenagers about gun violence and what it does to families, how it tears them apart. You know, just being wounded is no joke. But imagine a mother going down, being called to go down to the morgue somewhere, and they show her a picture of her deceased son or her deceased daughter or her niece or her nephew, and she has to identify these kids by an identifying mark or tattoo or whatever they last had on when they last saw them alive. Imagine being the victim of gun violence, and it's your mother laying there in that casket, and you're sitting there on that pew having to look down in your mother's face. I've gone to kids or teenagers, mothers and fathers' funerals. The sheer amount, you think, oh, that child, they strong, they strong, they strong, they gonna pray, they gonna be all right. The amount of post-traumatic stress disorder, the sheer amount of anger, the sheer amount of grief that will be untouched. There won't be any counseling, perhaps. You don't realize how that will carry with that young child, that young teenager, into their life and what it does to them as they get older, because they didn't get it out. They didn't talk it out. They didn't go to therapy. They just next week they just went back to school, or didn't go back at all, or whatever, drop out, whatever. We have to stop this, y'all. We have to stop this. Older people my age, younger people, older people even older than me. Some people living in fear, y'all. I should not have to have my pistol strapped to me when I get out of the truck at a gas station. I shouldn't have to look and say, oh, hell no, it's too many. Oh, hell, it's too many of us out. This motherfucker, I'm not stopping here. I got to get the fuck. You know how awful that sounds to me? But I do it because I'm like, oh, hell no, I ain't stopping. Ooh, look at all of us. See, when too many of us get together, it's like motherfucking firecrackers or dynamite be set off or something. You motherfuckers can't get along to save your fucking life. Then I gotta be ducking bullets and shit. I'm out having a good time. I'm sitting on the lake just looking at the water crashing up against the seawall. Then all of a sudden I hear pop, 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 pop. What the hell? Somebody shooting firecrackers. Then I see herds of people, excuse me, running like cattle, trying to get to safety. What's going on, Aaron? We're trying to get to safety. It's sad. When is this going to stop? How are we going to put an end to this? There's got to be some solutions. It's not just up to Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Tammy Duckworth and all of these. It's not up to these people. Excuse me. You can take and stop and put laws into place where guns are concerned, but it's not going to stop the gun violence. The majority of the guns that are committing these crimes by these kids or by these young folks aren't registered anyway. The majority of them were stolen. The majority of them were handed down to somebody. You know, I'm a thug, you a thug, we thugging together. Man, I got a couple of weapons. You want one, bro? You need one? Here, take this 9, take this Glock. I'm a thug, you a thug. I ain't gonna ask you where you got this fucking Glock from. You don't work, I don't work. Well, ding, 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 ding. That ought to ring a bell. Nah, I'm thugging and you thugging. That don't ring a bell to me. Because you my dude. You my nigga. Like they say. And it's not a word that I use fondly. I'm just fucking saying. This is what they say. Because they say it all the time. I hear young men. I hear men saying this stupid shit. Yeah, bro, I got you. Yeah, man, I got you. Yeah, my boy hooked me up. He hooked you up with a stolen gun that already done committed a couple of murders. Now it's got your prints on it too. His prints, your prints, and the 2 other people who had it before him who committed murder, they prints on it too. Now y'all all in this motherfucker together. Because guess what? When I catch you, when and if me, the long arm of the law, reach out and we catch your fucking ass, we're going to charge you for all that. We're going to charge you for everything we can charge you for. Even though you never killed anyone. Even though you weren't involved. Your boy handed it off to you. Because he had an extra one. You go to court, you going to tell it. Well, he gave it to me. Then the prosecutor going to say, but you took it, right? Well, yeah, that was my boy. He was looking out for me. He looked out for you, all right. Now you being charged with 3 murders and you were nowhere near any of that. That's how that shit goes. And that's how we end up in the system. On a technicality. Even though you doing some shit, but you weren't out killing people. You might as well be, because now you're going to be charged for it. Somebody going to give you a weapon that you know is capable of killing people, and you accept it, and you toting it around like it's a piece of fucking jewelry in your pocket, like you crazy. Then you wear skinny jeans, tight-fitting skinny jeans, and you so small until the fucking gun is bigger than your thigh. I've seen you motherfuckers walking around looking stupid. And if you hoes had to run, you couldn't run. You could not run me, and my ass is fat. And I can get down when I need to. But you could not run me. You know why? Because your fucking parents gonna trip you down because they down by your fucking knees. You're trying to hold them up with one hand. The fucking little Glock or the 9 or whatever you got weighting you down because that's in your pocket. And then you gonna take off running? You ain't going nowhere fast, that's for sure. That's why you motherfuckers get caught the way you do. You trying to climb a fucking fence and your damn pants down around your ankles. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But mamas and mamas men and whoever you call yourself hanging out with or being with or whatever, y'all got to stop this. We got our black young men and young ladies, and young ladies is doing killing too now. Because your boy, your man told you to shoot him. You riding in the cars with the thugs and shit because you a thug too. You got the young ladies thugging too now. They killing too. It's a sad ass situation. Aaron, I want to thank you for tuning in this time of morning. I sure appreciate it. But y'all, y'all thugging, yeah, something wrong. But where's Al Sharpton? Where's Benjamin Crump? Where's the rest of these people? High profilers, big ballers, shot callers. Where's Jay-Z at? Where's the rest of these? Where's goddamn Kim Kardashian? Where y'all at? Y'all letting all this violence, this gun violence, and these murders and shit take place in 72 fucking hours. Y'all have killed up so many people till it ain't even. I don't even know how some of you motherfucking cities still have people in the cities, because you done killed them all just about. Who still live there? Every motherfucking weekend, every day, all during the day, fucking New Orleans. It's a wonder you motherfuckers got people that still reside in the city. You done killed up that many people. I mean, y'all kill up so fucking many people at Mississippi, Baton Rouge, Chicago. Who lives in Chicago still? Because y'all have murdered damn near half the population. Who lives in Chicago? Detroit. Who lives in Detroit? Where the people? How do I mean? No wonder the city bankrupt. Who lives there? The thugs? That must be all, because they must be killing up each other, because you got to be out your fucking mind damn near to live there. There's places when I go home, I drive through and I'm like, these motherfuckers, what the fuck? They must be they crazy. You got people jogging and shit, pushing their little strollers. I'm like, you motherfuckers must not know where y'all are. A friend of mine, she said, oh, they're gentrifying the locations, these areas. I said, gentrification, huh? I said, oh, okay, they must still don't know where the fuck they at. I said, they jogging like, this is the safest place. I'm like, are y'all crazy? The only time they would see me is coming and fucking going. Other than that, they was like, that woman got the biggest, tallest fucking fence, electric gate and shit. And do you see that? She done cut a big ass square hole in the house and she drive all the way in the house. You motherfucking right. Because if I had to live down there and amongst them, that I would have to. I'd wall that motherfucker with cinder block. You heard me? Cinder block and iron. That's what I'd make a house out of. Cause no windows. I don't need no windows. I don't want to see out. The biggest my windows would be is the size of a 12 by 12 cinder block. That's it. Cause you motherfuckers can't squeeze your fucking asses in there. And I'm sorry to say this, people, but at this point in time, this is just too damn much. We got fucking coronavirus still going on. We got the changing of the coronavirus into different mutated strands of it. We get the variants now kicking ass. We got the thugs kicking ass. Whoa. Y'all, we in a world of trouble here. We got prices going up. And to add insult to injury, y'all ain't through buying TVs yet. When y'all gonna stop buying TVs, y'all? See, the people that finally got the stimulus, okay? Y'all call it the stimmy. I call it the stimmy because it ain't enough for the LUS. Like I told y'all before, it's only stimmy. That's the best I could do them for because it's not enough for the L, the U, and the S. They didn't kick out enough for that. It's the stimmy. And y'all giving it back to Walmart. Y'all giving it back to the casinos. Y'all took y'all trip to Las Vegas. I went up in the goddamn T-Mobile store to get them to look at my phone because I had done all the troubleshooting and everything, and now they gotta send another one. This is a brand new phone, and it's doing something that I don't like. It started to reset itself, but it'll hang. It was like there was an update, and then from the update, it just hung. Then I reset it, and it worked fine for 2 days. Then it went back to the update, same update. I'm like, something ain't right here. Okay, I'm getting off track, but I say that to say this. This woman, she coming to T-Mobile and say she need to buy another phone. Man said, oh, what happened to your phone? I lost it. He said, oh, you lost it? You didn't go back to the store? She said, no, I left it. I think I left it at the casino. And then I had to get on my flight and fly home today. Like she done been to Vegas, baby, for the weekend or whatever. I said, well, did you win any money? No, girl. I spent $1,700 in 6 casinos, and I didn't win not one thing. Now, first off, I was looking at her like she was crazy. Because when she said $1,700, she could have been lying. But all I know is $1,700, baby. We still in the coronavirus pandemic. You done took your ass to some fucking Las Vegas. You done flew on an air or a plane to Vegas, and you up in the casino with some more people that's giving their money away, like you giving your money away, like you gave your money away, and then you coming back to the ATL Metro with less than what you went with, and on top of that, let's add you done lost your fucking phone. She thinks she left it at the casino. I guess she got up so disgusted when she put her last $4 in the damn slot machine and it didn't spit out any money. I guess she just say fuck it and left. Thank God she had bought her plane ticket, I guess, her round trip ticket. Otherwise, she might have still been in Vegas. But I mean, now this done cost her some more money. Then she brought her mama in the store to pay for the phone. Till she get paid again. Now you don't win. And then she had 2 children. Now, how much did they give for the churn? The same amount of money, right? Plus yourself. Girl, you done took your money, the churn's money, and you done went to Vegas and you spent $1,700 at the casinos, however much you had to spend to get to Vegas and back, plus the 17, girl, that's the money gone. That's where the money reside, in Vegas. You done took the money and went to Vegas, and Vegas done got the money. See, I should have got me a damn bus and put some damn... I should have got a goddamn bus, Aaron, and put some damn slot machines or some damn video poker or something on that. Parked it outside some goddamn where y'all could just go in this bitch and just dump just all your money there. And look, I would have gave you food for free. I'd have went bought some cheap ass liquor. If they'd have gave me a liquor permit, baby, it'd have been on and popping. No, I probably wouldn't have gave y'all no damn liquor because y'all gets too foolish with the liquor. So I probably wouldn't have been able to let you drink some liquor. But I'd have gave you some free cigars and I'd have gave you some damn goddamn chicken wings, baby. Y'all have had y'all a hullabaloo time dumping y'all coin straight from the Federal Reserve. As soon as you hit the money, y'all would have hit my little bus, the little casino bus. That's I'm gonna be ready for you hoes the next time. You just wait. You just wait, Aaron. Wait till the summer, baby, because they probably gonna kick them out a little bit more because they supposed to pay the people with some children. You see, they gonna get like, I don't know how much money, $3,000, but they gonna take that. They gonna go to the casino again. I'm gonna be waiting for their ass. Give me a fucking bus. All I need is one of the little coach buses. I'm gonna put like 3 or 4 on one side, 3 or 4 on the other side. And I'm gonna have the back door of the bus. It's gonna be like this little kitchen area. I'm gonna stand on the outside and serve y'all this food. It's free food. Be outside cooking the food in a big ass kettle with some propane. I'm gonna cook y'all some hush puppies. I already see it right now. Some goddamn French fries and these damn chicken wings. I'm gonna make all flavors and I'm gonna put them in these little boats, like these little trays. Free. All you need to, and I'm gonna give you all the soda you want, all the drink, the little cups of tea or punch or whatever fuck you. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you all that. Then I'm gonna give you some wet wipes. I'm gonna give you a little goodie bag to go home. I'm gonna treat you real good. As long as you keep spinning, I'm gonna keep frying that damn chicken. Oh yeah. And I'm gonna go from place to place. I'm gonna drive all over the metro. I'll go all in the Carolinas and shit. I wait. I'm gonna fit. I got a cake baking for y'all ass. You want to go carry to fucking Vegas? God damn it. You could be right here spending your money with the PG, with unapologetic tea time. I'm going to call it unapologetic good time bus. That's right. The unapologetic bus. That's it. It's going to be a rolling fucking casino. Oh yeah, I'm going to call up Georgia, ask the Secretary of State or somebody ask tomorrow. Well, tomorrow Friday. Yeah, I can still get information tomorrow. I'm gonna call their ass up and see what I gotta do. As long as it don't cost over 10 grand, I'm straight. Cause I already could get the bus. I got a person that since the bus companies and services and stuff pretty much went down, he parked 4 of his buses already. He trying to sell all 4 of them as one package, but he told me, he said, girl, he said, you want one of them buses, or you could use one and figure out what you could do with it. He said, just give me something. I said, okay, we'll see. We might talk about that. So guess what? I already got a way to get the bus, honey. I don't know if he want me to take his seats out the bus, but I sure will unbolt them and put them in my damn storage unit. They'll be fine. And when it's time to put the shit back together, when I done got all the money we could get out of them, ain't got no more money, we put the seats back in the bus, child, and figure out something else. But look, I'm serious, y'all. But for real, the gun violence in our black communities, in our brown and Hispanic communities, got to stop, y'all. This is some ridiculous, crazy shit. For real, it is serious. It is at epidemic proportion. Epidemic proportion. Really. I'm really serious, though. And what can we do? I don't know. We have to have the talk. We can't be afraid to talk. We have to have dialogue, y'all. It's going to take not just pastors, preachers, teachers. It's not going to just take congressmen, lawyers, doctors, dentists. It's not going to just take that. It's going to take people in our neighborhoods, people that are close to these young folks, people that are barbershops, people that, where they go, places that they frequent, the place down on the corner where they get their hair cut, the damn pool hall, the wherever they hanging out and doing the most, in the back alleys shooting craps and shit. Y'all gotta reach these people. This is crazy. Some people like to sit, on their little front porch. There's still elderly people that might be in some of these little pockets of neighborhoods and stuff that they're gonna die there. They've been there 40 years, 50 years, or whatever. Those people can no longer sit on their front porch because you motherfuckers like to drive by and shoot at people. Like, just because. People sitting in their house, you sitting with your head by the window and you just chilling in your fucking recliner. You done worked all goddamn day. And you come home minding your own business. Next thing you know, bam, bam, bullet come through your window, hit you in the head. Or it go come through the window past you, go through the wall, and hit your grandchild. Your grandchild in the room sleep. But then you run in there and your grandchild done sustain a severe injury from a drive-by. All because they say gang initiation, go shoot up a blue house. So you go drive down the street till you find a blue house and open fire. All kind of stupid stuff. All of that is going on. Go shoot a blue house so you can be in the gang. Or go shoot the dude that cut you off at the exit coming off the interstate and you tried to follow him and he turned down the street, but then he turned again and you thought he stayed on that street. And then you see what looks like his car in the driveway and you shoot up the house and shot up the wrong house. Which you shouldn't be shooting up anybody's house in the first fucking place. But then, how would you like, little motherfuckers, for somebody to come and shoot your mama and your grandma and your auntie and how would you like that? But then they say, oh, a PG, an eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Well, then that's not solving anything. I bet it would. You do it enough times, I guarantee you. You commit these heinous crimes, you commit these murders and shit. I take your fucking ass. Okay, you drag the police officer until his death. You drag him down the street because he done got caught up in the car door that you tried to slam him in and you done drug him a mile and a half down the road. I'ma tape your ass and rope your ass to the car. After the trial and everything, and we find your ass guilty, we gonna rope your ass to a car. We gonna take off down the road as fast as you went. And bitch, if you survive, okay. If you survive your injuries and everything, we're going to take you down there to Charity Hospital, wherever the fuck the hospital at. We'll get you a little treatment, and then we're going to throw your ass in jail. But if you don't survive, then we're going to give your body to your family, and they can dispose of you. Because, see, at some point, you'll understand. Don't do that. We're not going to keep telling you the same thing. Because most of you people come in and out of jail. You fucking thugs, y'all have been y'all been thugging all your life. And when you say, oh, I'm old, and they 25 years old, I ain't expect to live this long. Oh, well, you didn't have any expectations of your life anyway. So that's why you taking other people's lives. But you don't want to die either. But when we cock back and pull that trigger, then you want to drop down and talk about, oh Lord, oh, don't shoot me, don't kill me. Why? You didn't allow your victims to plead for their life or whatever. Why should we allow you to do that? But you see, there's the judicial system is broken. The mental health system is broken. And it's unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate thing. Read an article today on CNN. 1 in every 3 people that contracted COVID and was hospitalized and was able to make it out of the hospital now have severe neurological damage as well as mental health issues. Y'all ain't seen shit yet. Mental health system already broken. Wait till it becomes overwhelmed like these hospitals were overwhelmed for a whole year. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. What's going on, Miss Monique? Glad to see you could pop in. But y'all ain't seen nothing yet. But these thugs, we got to stop. We got to stop this. It takes all of us to stop these people killing up each other in our own communities. But when a white cop kills one of us, we rally in the street. How often does that happen? It happens way too many times. But in the black community, how often does black on black crime happen? Every fucking day of the week. 24 hours a day, 7 motherfucking days a week. Why aren't we marching in the street? 2 wrongs don't make a right. I'm pretty good. Miss Monique. I can't really complain. I'm just angry and I'm just disappointed and I'm just at wit's end with my people, in general. How much killing in 72 hours. We didn't had literally hundreds of people die from gun violence. It don't make any sense. I'm talking about across this nation. It doesn't make any sense at all. And in our black community, it's just it's just literally out of control. It's off the fucking chain. Literally off the chain. And that's why I say guns and thugs. Those 2 things don't mix. Some of these young people are no more thug than I am. But it's this facade, it's this fallacy, it's this, I'm going to be in this gang and this looks so good and they're offering me all of this money and this fame and they're offering you a quick trip down to the jailhouse and from the jailhouse to the penitentiary. If you're not murdered in between time. Because let one of them get mad with you. Or you don't do what they want you to do. And you don't join the game. See, you don't just say, fuck this, I'm leaving, man. I'm getting out this fucking shit. No, you want out? We take you out. You come out of it. Then they be giving your body back to your mom and daddy or somebody, your grandma or your auntie and them for them to bury your ass. That's how you get out most of the times. If you don't end up with the death penalty in the penitentiary or life behind bars and die off in there. That's how you get out. But the thing is, people, our young people don't have to go down that road. But it starts with all of us. It starts with the barbershop, like I said. It starts in the community. It starts at church. Oh, heaven forbid if they go to church still. I don't know. Must be a lot of atheists out here these days. I don't know. But I'm just saying, where does it end? Where's Al Sharpton? Where Get Fresh Jesse Jackson at? Where the rest of these people at? Benjamin Crump. He's still trying to figure out how much more money he could get for the family of George Floyd. When you gonna pay out this family before the trial even start, that ought to let you know something right there. It's all about a fucking dollar. And it's sad. You know, like I said, y'all, I don't have all the answers to anything. I'm not supposed to. I'm not even going to try to rack my mind or rack my brain into trying to figure all this out, because it's too much to figure out. But all I'm doing is trying to do my due diligence and put it out here for the masses or whomever might come along and whoever tunes in to hear and maybe take up just a tidbit of information and take it out there and maybe give it to a young person or whomever, and they may be able to turn that person's life around instead of them going in and out of the jailhouse or to the morgue, and from the morgue to the cemetery. And these days, most people don't even have insurance policies on their kids. They have to pick up a collection, or they have to let them pay for the funeral on time. That's the I'm like, what the hell? This is worse than when I was a kid. In my family, I wasn't subjected to this or anything, but I used to hear my mom or different people, you know, we never tried to be more than who we were or try to act like we was more than anybody else or anything of that nature. But I would often hear my mom or my grandmother, my aunts, and them talking about people, you know, they would throw a supper. I'm from the South. They'd have a supper to help bury somebody. The most sisters would get together and they'd wash and clean chitlins, and they was gonna, you know, try to get the money together. And they would sell plates, suppers they called them, and they would have liquor after the kids went to bed. You know, you didn't have to worry about no man sneaking down the hallway and fooling with your kids. You could let him use the bathroom. His ass would go in the bathroom and he would come right on back up out that bathroom, because them old sisters were gonna watch your ass. You better not take a wrong turn out that bathroom and talk about, oh, you got lost. Nah, it wasn't even that kind of party. No. When children go to bed, they were gonna break out that liquor, they were gonna sell shots, and they was gonna play cards all night long. There was gonna be some money exchanging hands, and they was gonna sell food. And they would do that for 2 days. Start on Thursday night or Friday and go all Friday night and all Saturday night. And Sunday they was gonna be in church. But they were gonna help that widow, or they were gonna help whomever pay for that funeral. It may not have been, you know, this grandiose thing, but they were gonna be put away, you know, respectably. It might have just been that little velvet pine box with that velvet material spray glued on top, but that's all right. They wasn't gonna just throw them away, you know. And that's all I'm saying. But these days, people don't even have insurance. I don't know what, you know, what they be thinking about. They don't even. I don't think some of them do the insurance thing. I think that ever since you could beg for on what's that site? I forgot the name of that site where people go to and put up their little information and get money. Ever since they invented that son of a bitch and Cash App and everything else, I guess they figure, hell, something happened to my children, I'm gonna just tell them Cash App me and I'm gonna get a GoFundMe. That's the name of that thing, GoFundMe. You know, who the society should not have to pay to bury your people. You know, I don't know how many times I have given money to help somebody bury their son or their daughter or their sister, or, you know, and they legitimately took that money and that's what they did. You know, I didn't have to worry about them scamming or taking the money and going to Vegas on it or whatever. They actually did that. But I'm just saying, go get you a $3,000 policy. At least that probably cremate the average person. Well, don't expect somebody else to take care of your children or yourself or whatever, and you work in a decent job and you just, you know, and at the end, at your demise or whatever, somebody got to pick up a collection, and you went to work every day. God said, girl, stop. That's just my thoughts, you know, and I'm not trying to make anything more than that. I'm just merely saying that's not cool. I mean, I've never, I've heard of it. I couldn't, I don't roll that way. I never did and I never will. And I stand alone. Buried both my parents. I was in a small family. You know, I'm pretty much the last man standing. Um, But I guess it's too easy to just say, fuck it. I mean, if I'm gone, I'm gone. I won't know about it. But I mean, damn. You know, that's some weird shit. But yeah, y'all, all these people, like that man, the pastor down there in Birmingham, he got to bury his daughter. These people that had a couple of mass shootings here in the last few days. I mean, it's so much going on. And a lot of it is just so senseless. I mean, I didn't mean to kill him. That bullet was meant for what the hell? When you turn that bullet, when you pull that trigger, you're not for certain that bullet's gonna hit who you think it's gonna hit. And somebody in the wrong place at the wrong time. I mean, they don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. So that's all I'm saying is each one say one. Each of us has a responsibility in society to try to do the right thing, to try to be a good person and just a good ordinary citizen. You don't have to go overboard and beyond. Just being a good citizen. But if we don't open our mouths, like some of these young folks will dare anybody to tell them something. Dare anybody to say, hey, can you pull your pants up or whatever? They can dare me all they want. I don't fuck with young people like talking about. I don't. And excuse my expression, y'all. I don't fuck with them because they got nasty ass attitudes. They don't have any respect for themselves. So they don't have any respect for you. And that way, I don't fuck with them. And I don't want them fucking with me. I don't tell them anything. I just don't. But what I do is I will, as a collective, as a group, and someone asks me to speak, hey, Ms. Pat, can you do us a favor? Will you be on our program? Can you come and give a talk on this, this, or this? Sure, no problem. But as far as me singling them out randomly or whatever, no, I don't fuck with them. Because you see, I would have to put some of these kids, I'd be to put somebody's child to sleep before they put me to sleep. I'm going to try to get you first. And it's unfortunate you have to think that way. But these little motherfuckers, they don't want work and shit. And they come up in your house or whatever. Y'all get y'all a little piece of something. Go to the gun range. Make sure your shit legal. They come up in your house, I'm sorry. Just try to lay them out. Lay them all the way down. Flatten them out. That way they can't testify against you. It's your word. Okay? And then call the police after the fact. That's all I could say. And I'm not saying that to say that that's the right way, but I'll be damned if I'm in here minding my business, paying my way, doing my thing, not bothering anybody, and you gonna come tooting your ass up in here and not realize I'm in my own house and hear you coming through the window. Shh. Okay. Little giant, come on through. I don't tell you shit till you step through all the way in this motherfucker. And God forbid, the only way I don't shoot the fuck out you is the gun jam. And there's multiple ones in here. So guess what? It ain't gonna be, chances are, your lucky fucking day. You pull up on my window if you can even get in the window. Because chances are you'll have to just break the window because you ain't gonna be able to get in it anyway. But just in case you get lucky and you get through and squeeze yourself through one of them, okay, be my guest. Come on in. But know one thing. You crawled in, but they're going to carry your ass out. You won't be walking out. They're going to wheel you out. And I don't mean that in any shape, form, or fashion as a threat, because it's not. But you see, I have the right to protect myself and my property. So, hey, that's the way I see it. I'm just telling y'all to do y'all thing. Make sure if you're going to do something, do it the legal way. Do it the right way. Protect your own self. Protect your home. Protect your family. Do whatever it is you feel that is necessary for you to have protection. Because they ain't playing, y'all. You can't even go to the gas station. They doing the most. You trying to pump your gas, and imagine somebody run around and put a gun in your face and say, "Give me your keys." The guy on Easter Sunday, I was at the Quick Trip in the Atlanta metro area, right here where I reside, filling up my tank with gas. And he was like, "Damn, you packing, huh?" I'm like, "Straight up." I said, "It's a shame I got to pack on Easter Sunday." I said, "But these thugs don't give a damn that it's Easter Sunday. They don't care." I said, "I don't care either." I said, "The Lord know my heart. The Lord know I'm just trying to get some gas. I ain't bothering nobody. I'm just trying to get my gas and go. That's all I'm doing. I'm just riding around, minding my own business." But that show you how people pay attention to you, you know. But the 9mm is silver plated. So I guess because of the sun, I guess he caught a little bit of the reflection of it. And it was in his holster, snugged up on my waist. But I wasn't, and when I raised up to get out of the truck, my shirt on the left side was cocked up a little bit. And it was. I pull it on back on down. But guess what? I'm not trying to hide it. That's for my protection. Nothing else. It's not to intimidate anybody. None of that. You stop me, you want to know why or whatever, you the law or whatever. Wait, let me give you this concealed weapon permit to carry. Ex-law enforcement. Got all my shit right here. Here you go. You want this? Here you go. Strictly legal. What else you need? What else you want? And it's a shame we have to be that way these days. But you have to protect yourself. It's a mean old world, y'all, we living in. A little over 1 hour and 2 minutes, y'all. I'm going to wind it up. All I'm saying is the guns and thugs, and the thugs are the new pandemic in 2021. So y'all be careful out there. You got to run from the Rona, and you got to be careful being amongst the thugs because they coming for us, y'all. They coming for us. Everybody be careful. Everybody be safe. If you need to get you something, get you a bat, whatever it is, some throwing stars, some throwing knives, whatever it is you think you need. Some firepower, some whatever. Cane knives, whatever think you need. Machetes, swords, pistols, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with. Protect yourself. Please continue to wash your hands. Please continue to wear your mask. Please continue to social distance, even though your mayors and your governors and some of them in some of these towns say, "Oh, just let the cattle out. Let it just do what you want." Don't do what you know might not be the best thing. Don't let your guard down. The light is at the end of the tunnel and it's shining bright and we can see it now, but we still have a ways to get to the end of this tunnel, to get to that light. Don't give up now. We are too close to beating this. Next up, next case, the thugs. It's the new pandemic. That's the next case coming up on the docket. The Rona gets under control and the thuggish epidemic is out of control. What a shame. But that's the world we live in today. Y'all have a great rest of your week. A good, safe weekend. Each one save one, and the world will be a better place. You do you, I'll do me. Until I talk to you again, I love you, and take care of yourselves. Bye now.